office or your literacy teacher and earn a ticket to any Cougars game this year with free food.
Of course we can.
Yeah.
Of course.
All right, Spirit Day results 28%. The winning grade level is drum roll. Sixth grade with 28%. Seventh grade had 20%, and the eighth graders with 8%. Raffle winners: sixth grade gift card Lizzie S, water bottle Hudson E, drawstring Emily P, and a Glen Crest shirt Kyle G. Seventh grade winners, come on down now, get your gear. Gift card DDE, water bottle Kelsey G, drawstring Austin M, and a t-shirt Ashlyn J. Eighth graders, come get your gear. Gift card Colby S, water bottle Aiden S, drawstring Emmanuel K, and a shirt Alice T. Come get your prizes now. Great school spirit this week. Let's make next week even better. And we got some birthdays in the house today and this weekend. If you see any of these students, please give them a big high five and a happy birthday. Rafe Anderson, it's your birthday. Riel Norquist, Anaya Shah, Damian Rodriguez Solis, it's your birthday. Saying hello and happy birthday to them in the hallway today. Hey, 2 teacher birthdays. Mrs. Summerilli, give her a big smile and a happy birthday. And Mr. Garber, it's his birthday this weekend. Play him happy birthday on the saxophone or something. Have a good weekend, Spartans.
Yes, those are the slides, and I'll send them out to.
Okay.
Feel free to take them.
I have a cold. Cold number. Try not to breathe. I'll sit. Oh my. Cold.
Pen, pencil? No, you don't write. Okay. Good morning. I'm due so soon. I was just about to say this might be your last one.
I know you can't wait.
Yeah,
Congrats.
thank you. Yeah, so this might be our last one. I'm hoping to still be here a couple weeks in April, but we'll see how that goes for me. But today is supporting without over-supporting and encouraging that independence. And this can get a little tricky, so I did give a separate handout, that one-page sheet of just like tips and tricks to keep on hand to take with you. But we'll talk through some scenarios, because I think that went very well last time. I think we bounced a lot of ideas off of each other. So, support levels, obviously it's kind of like that Goldilocks. We have too much support, just right support, and too little support. So can you think of a time where you felt like you were helping a student and you could have been on any one of those spectrums, too much, just right, or too little, and what were you doing to support that student?
I mean, I feel like I've been on like all 3 of those.
Yeah,
spectrums.
absolutely. Yeah.
So for doing so much, maybe just showing them where the answers to where to go for the answers instead of telling them how to use their skills to break it down where the answer is.
And I feel like we get into this one when we feel like we're in a time constraint.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So like with the class, it's almost done. You have 2 more problems. You can do this. This is on this page. Just go. Instead of kind of providing that like wait time for them to do it. 100%. Yeah.
I get into the conundrum with the student of I don't like. I know in some areas I think they might be receiving too much support, and then I'm like battling that, and then the student expects me to be like to like walk her through it, and I'm like, okay, like I just want to see what we can do, and sometimes when I do step back, she like does it, and I was like, ah.
And I love that you brought that up because in our minds, we might feel like it's too much support, but in their minds, they might feel like it's just right or too little. So how do we start to fade ourselves and boost their confidence and their skills? Good, thank you. So again, the Goldilocks zone of support is that just right area, that just right fit for students. Gradual release method, I'm sure most of you are very aware with. The I do, let me show you directly how to do it. We do it together, and then you do, fading. And this may not be a all in one session, or all in one day, or all in 1 week. This may be an I do for half the unit with you. We do together for 2-3 days, then we release all the instruction back to the student. So this doesn't have a time constraint either. It's more that release to make sure that we are fully making, having them understand that concept of those skills. All right, this is where we're gonna get talking a little bit. So, support. On the next page of your slide too, it looks like this. I've left it blank so that we can record any ideas that have been shared. I'll go back and record and send it out to you though again after the meeting, so that you have that. First scenario, and you can utilize this paper as well to come up with some ideas. A 7th grade student struggles with organization. The student has been provided folders but keeps losing them. The student is constantly losing work papers and asks you to keep them for him.
Days in the month.
Every day, right, lady? Every day.
That's what I said.
Yep.
Days of the what?
Mommy first.
So how do we support independence for this student? And this was an example given to me by one of you. So how do we support independence for this student? What can we do?
Do you know, I organize their homework. Okay. Here it's, for example,
Yep.
social studies, math, next day, it's gone.
Yeah.
So I can give that point, okay, give me a paper. To be honest, let me be
Yeah,
honest.
yeah, absolutely, be honest, yes.
I'll give the paper for you.
Okay.
Like, are you, okay, same story, are you responsible? Oh, I am, yeah, I'll give the paper. Next day, where's your paper?
Especially if they need to finish it at home.
Yeah.
so
Yes,
they need to
especially,
take the
yeah.
paper, but they have done it almost complete, right? Like 80% complete, and then they take it home and they lose it, and then they lose the grade, right? Because or you need to do it again, right? So it's hard. So sometimes I've kept some because you know what? I don't want you to lose this grade, but you need to learn to be more organized, and that's why I think this attempt to providing folders and let's see, you can keep this and leave this in your locker and maybe, you know.
Well, to be honest, actually, teachers do that too. They know they have a student that can't handle it.
Yeah.
They have, buckets where kids are allowed to put everything they need in that bucket
Yeah.
and they don't take them home.
Yeah.
Or even computers home. Some kids don't take their computers
Yeah.
home. So that's not that unusual.
No, it's not, but you keep it for him.
Yes, but what we.
How can you, like the buckets, that's great,
Yes.
because that's the kid going over and doing it right, and knowing where that paper is when they wanna grab it versus coming to you that, be like, hey, do you have my social studies paper from yesterday, like I need that now. Yes,
Well, you know, what I realized at work is, all of us, the teachers, the aides,
Yep.
you know, the caseworker, working as a team.
Mhm.
And it makes it encourages the student to get better. Like there's one student, at the beginning of the year, he was just all over the place, like not having folders, you know, leaving his work at home, whatever. So we started to communicate, the teachers, the aide, you know, we began to communicate. So now he's better with keeping his own stuff.
Yep.
You know, so again, it's that support, it's having that support, he knows that he has that support.
Yep.
But at the same time, he's, you know, being encouraged by all of us to
Yes.
keep up with his own stuff.
And I think that that's a really good point for a student that's more executive functioning organizational. He might be able to take advantage because you're going from class to class to class to class. But if everyone on that student's team has that same expectation of, no, this is how we're gonna handle it, there's a bucket or a bin in the classroom, and we can guide them through that process, we will make more progress with that student.
Everybody has to be on the same page.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it,
Yes.
that's it.
Because
Yes.
sometimes
And that's very
That
difficult,
isn't the case,
right?
and, yeah.
Yeah, that is very
And the
difficult.
kids know.
Too.
They do know. When they know when everybody's not on the same page? Yes, they do, they do, they're very smart, very smart.
I think at the same time, it also depends on the grade level.
Oh, yeah,
But
yes,
if you're, the conversation's different when you're talking about a sixth grader
yeah,
versus an eighth grader.
yep.
You
And I
know,
think
an eighth
that
grader needs to be more independent, they need to be prepped for high school.
Right,
Where somebody is not going to
Right.
necessarily check their folders or hold their folders or have a bid in the room.
right. And I think that that goes back to how we said this isn't really time constrained either, so we could almost say like, this is like the sixth grade, this is seventh grade, this gotta be more eighth grade, right? Yes, good point.
Instead of using folders, using a system that like maybe they can appreciate.
I love that, yes, absolutely, they have more buy-in then.
Yeah, cause like I was like every subject had a folder, but I was still so unorganized.
Yep. It
And
didn't work for your brain.
yeah, it didn't work for my brain.
Mhm.
But what did work was having like one of those Trapper keepers where
Mhm.
like I just carry that to all of my classes, but it has all
It was all like
I love accordion.
Yes,
Yeah.
yep.
I'm like, dang, that's a good idea.
Mhm.
But they keep forget which one is in which, because I find different subject folder, but I still find different subject in everywhere.
Okay, I mean, but still, step by step,
still-
right?
it's
It's
still
still there,
there.
we did not
Oh,
lose the
somebody
papers.
it's all over again.
Small wins, we didn't lose those papers, they're still with us. Okay, love those. Alright, scenario 2 then. A student refuses to attempt a math problem. Is just waiting for you to come over and help them.
But this will be the track lesson.
Right? That did remind me of that. I actually did this before the training last week, but right?
So my approach is kind of like, so what is the, and how the process of maybe step in, the wrong, or maybe feeling like they're not getting it as they should have, or just try to follow the steps so they remember this stuff,
Yep.
like the scout
Yeah.
approach. But
And
have them, at least have them explain or teach me.
Right.
Just like I know.
Yes, and that kind of goes down to this encouraging self-reliance on your little cheat sheet paper, that will ask open-ended questions. So what are you stuck with, what's going on, why are we just sitting here? And have them start talking through that process, yeah.
I would just say, I'll circle back, I want you to try and come up with a specific question,
Mm-hmm.
not just,
I
help
know,
me, I don't get it, you know,
Yeah.
come up with a specific.
And that reassurance that I'm coming back to check on you, I mean, I'll be right back.
And something, you know,
Yeah.
I know you're very capable,
Yep.
you've got those.
Okay, I've done this in the past where I do a problem that has the same steps, but not the numbers
Yeah.
that they have. And
Yes.
explain that problem to them, and see, and if you do the same thing with this one, you'll get it done.
Yeah,
And so they can actually see the functions that are happening, the
That's awesome.
process. And sometimes it kicks in, sometimes they still look at you, you're not doing it for me?
yeah. But the model's there for you, now you go try it, and we can connect it, that's a really good idea.
You go a little review, like always go, let's review the things, like,
Mhm.
well, let's start with the review of these things, you know, that this is the formula, this is now what they are asking in a problem.
Yeah.
Here is, try.
Yeah.
I'll come to help you later, but you try first.
Awesome. I love that. All of these, you have not given the students the direct path to the answer, right? You are just getting them thinking and moving and out
What's
of
the
that
point
stuck thing.
To do it for them.
Right.
What's the point to do
Yes.
it for them? We are
Also,
not helping them, if we are
absolutely.
doing for them.
Absolutely. Also, too, this might be a student, if it's not a chronic waiting too, if it's not, it might be a student who might have just zoned out. Or been like, really just like, kind of stuck in their thought process, so just a simple conversation of, like, hey, let's go, like, just
I
like,
had
are you
that
ready,
situation
you wanna try
yesterday.
this?
I have exactly the same situation, so I don't know what it is, I don't know. Here, let's start with, what's the area, what's the formula for the area, a little review,
Yeah.
whatever we are doing, and she did it.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
that, I don't know, drop it.
Yeah, so that quick just verbal check-in with the student
Yes.
too, I'm making sure we've heard what was going on, or we're not like thinking about something else and ready to tackle the problem, can go a long way.
Need your validation.
Yes.
Yes.
You know?
Okay.
Sometimes we're so hot to the back.
Yeah, yeah,
Last year they gave us if-then charts.
Yeah.
So like they can look at their if-then chart too.
I love that. I love those visuals. Visuals definitely over verbals too. If you can do anything, like how you were doing that, writing it next to it of an example, is gonna go way farther than you, like them relying on your words, waiting for your words. Absolutely. Awesome. Alright. Cool. Alright, I made this shorter to keep my time frame better, because I'm always late, guys. We don't wanna keep you. So I will write down a bunch of things, hopefully you guys did too, but I will re-share this out for you. But before we leave, one small shift. You can use the prompting strategies, scaffolding techniques, your cheat sheet paper. One small shift you feel like you can make like within the next couple weeks today to encourage more independence. Think of like one kid that you are like, oh yeah, he stands out to me, she stands out to me, she does this a lot, constantly waiting for her. It's one small shift. Yeah.
So for me, some kids like to come to the office because it's like a safe place for them.
Yeah.
Right? So my small shift is going to be giving them an alternate place, not my place, still a safe place, but
Yeah.
not with me. So that it encourages that independence, not just falling to feel secure.
Yeah. When I made this part of the slide for me, because I'm all over and bouncing in schools and kids think it's like fun to walk up and chat with me, mine is definitely that like, oh yeah, go check with your teacher and like then you can come work with me. But I'm such a like, I wanna help you, like come, I miss kids, that I do always tend to like jump in when I don't know that student, I don't know what supports you're working on and what we're trying to fade and promote, so that is something that I know that I need to take away and be like, oh no, I'll go check, I'll circle back to you like that, circle back, I'll come back and check on how you're doing. Yeah.
Also when they do achievement independence, even a small step, high five.
Yes.
Great job.
That
Wow.
right away praise, right away acknowledgement. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah.
Even if
Immediate.
it's just like independently coloring something generally even closer. Nice job.
Yep. Small wins. Love those small wins. Awesome. Thank you for coming this morning. I did put the survey up on QR code because this might be the last one and I would love all your feedback. So if you have time, otherwise I'll send this out with the survey afterwards. But thank you all again for responding to the survey, for coming, participating. It was so great to get in conversation. Thank you. Enjoy your Friday.
I'm not gonna talk because I can't talk, but, I'm gonna email out to you guys who are not, who are doing IAR but not in small groups, that'll be with a teacher. I'm gonna email out just some reminders, but the kids are gonna be doing like practice, like student readiness tool in their classes. So, and I'm gonna email that to you just so you can see what it looks like for the kids. It doesn't look much different than years past for IAR, but if you wanna just like look through it so you feel more comfortable with it, I'm gonna send that out to you guys. But there's nothing, if I didn't email you individually that you're gonna be doing like a small group thing, you don't need to worry about it. You're just gonna be there helping in the class. Okay?
Right, thank you.
Have a good one, guys.
Thanks, guys. Happy Friday morning.
I think my husband and son would disagree. I appreciate
That is
Choose to include.
You have a good day, Paulette.
Did you get your picture I just want to wear this out when I'm out at concerts or the message is so empowering because I want you to include no matter what your ability, no matter what your level, your cognitive.
I know it's all supportive, all.
Sure.
Good for yourself.
I hope nobody.
I was like,
My first,